Hello everyone and welcome back to Brink of Speed. My name is Mike and today's video is all about unleashing your Z06 Corvette's automatic transmission and turning it into basically driving like a manual transmission. What in the world? Do you guys see how filthy that car is? Let's take a closer look. Man, she is filthy. Normally it takes me a really long time to wash my car, but I'm going to try something new here. And I'm going to try and snap it into clean mode. So let's do that right now. Ready, set. What do you think about that, guys? That was pretty quick to get that thing cleaned, huh? Obviously, you know it's a different day. You can tell by looking outside. You can tell by the hat I'm wearing. But she's all nice and cleaned. She was so dirty from that track day, and I hadn't had time to get her clean since then. But man, is she shiny. Look at that. Anyway, back to what this video is all about. It's all about teaching you how to drive your 8-speed automatic like a manual transmission. Now, obviously, it's not exactly the same, and this is just my opinion, but I know there's a lot of people out there that hold the same opinion that you can have just as much fun with the 8-speed automatic as you can with a manual, or, you know, maybe not just as fun, but very close to the same fun that you can have with a manual. And you can gain pretty much the exact same control. That's one of the things that I love about a manual transmission is the control of the RPMs, the control of you know, just the entire car. I feel like I'm more in control with a manual. And what I'm going to show you today is going to show you how to do that with an 8-speed automatic. So with that being said, let's jump in the car and go for a ride. So the first thing you're going to want to do is grab this knob and pull it down to the M. That puts you in full manual mode. And so as you can see, it's not going to shift unless I push one of these paddle shifters. We'll hit the plus, and there you go. It shifts. Now it's going to seem pretty slow at first. When you're going slow like this, it's going to shift kind of slow, but if I was driving a manual transmission right now, I would be leaving it in second gear right now, going through this neighborhood. I'm only going 26 miles an hour, just keeping my, you know, car at a slow enough speed so if a kid runs out in front of me, I'm going to easily be able to brake and stop for him. But anyway, if I was driving a manual, I'd be in second, so I'm leaving it in second. So at slow speeds, it gives you control just like at high speeds, or, you know, anything in between. And I've put my car in track mode for exhaust sound, so you guys can hear the throttle blips like that right there. You'll be able to hear them every single time. So something similar to the 7-speed manual is when you downshift with these paddle shifters, you get a really cool throttle blip that matches the revs. And I'll show you that at the next stop sign. Go ahead and go to third. That way we're downshifting a couple of times when we get up to this next stop sign. And I love it. I can't stand not having control. So there's one. There you go. A couple of nice little downshifts where it matched the throttle there. And I'm showing you guys on the PDR screen here That way you can see the, you know, the RPMs and the miles per hour and everything as I do this. But also you have these other two cameras that are pointing right at the paddle shifters. So we're in 6th right now, going about 65. And there's a little throttle blip. It's too slow to really hear it. There we go. There's a good one. There's another one, 3rd gear. And so what I love about this, not only what I just showed you, you know, all of those important things, but also, you know, when you're out on the road like this and you're in a manual transmission and you want the power, you just downshift to exactly what the right gear is that you know will be perfect for that power band, and you go. With an automatic, if you don't have it in manual mode, you floor it and it's got to do its own thinking, and sometimes it'll put you in the right gear and sometimes it won't. And so I love this because you, again, have control and know exactly what gear you want to be in, so you put it in that gear and then you go. All right, so if you're, say like you're cruising on the highway, you're in 8th gear, you're going 70 miles an hour, and you really want some power, you don't want to have to go bam, 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 and downshift a bunch, you hold this left paddle in, and it threw me in 3rd gear. I've got all the power I needed right there, going from 8th to 3rd, just like that. Now, most of the time, you're probably not going to use that, but it is nice to know that you have it there if you want to use it. So, I'm going to get off here and show you a couple more things that I love about using the paddle shifters. So here we are cruising at 60. I want to make a U-turn up here, turn around and go the other way. I want it to be in 2nd gear for the U-turn. So I go ahead and make a U-turn. And there you go. You know, using the paddle shifters, I was able to be in the right gear to turn around, get on it, and work my way through the gears the way that I would if I was shifting with a manual transmission. So as you can see, I have lots of control over the transmission in this car, putting it into manual mode and shifting with these paddle shifters. And another thing that you could tell is how fast the shift happened. Let's do that again so you guys can see these shifts. I'm going to go ahead and stop all the way, let these cars go by. I'm going to get in this. So right there just shows you there is no delay when you are on it. When you're, you know, just kind of driving leisurely and you shift, there's a little bit of a delay. But really, there's just a split second of a delay, if any at all, when you're really on it. And I'm in sport mode. Now, if I was in tour mode or below, then yeah, there would be a delay. But since I'm in sport mode, there's absolutely zero delay. See, and I can go all the way to 8th. Cruise along just like I was. I'm going to make another U-turn. I can hold in the paddle. Look at that. Blipped it all the way to 2nd gear for me because it knew That was going slow enough to use second. Now we're going to turn here. Good golly, this car. I wish you guys could be in here to feel what this car is doing to me. I haven't even talked about the tires yet, but these new tires are so grippy, and it is 75 degrees today, so that helps, but I'm not getting much tire spin at all. It spun a little bit the first couple times, but as you can see, the last time right there was no tire spin, and I am shifting early just because you wind out second gear and you're already at like 90 miles an hour, and I don't want to get up to 90 in second. I want to do some shifting. So again, you guys are seeing from very good angles all of my control that I have with these paddle shifters, and it's quite impressive, and I'm telling you, it is a lot of control. 99% of the time when I'm just out wanting to drive my car and feel like I'm driving a manual, this is what I do. I put it in manual mode and just go, and it's so much fun. So guys, that's gonna wrap it up. I hope that you enjoyed and learned something from that video. Again, a lot of people out there are timid, and I wouldn't use the word they're afraid or intimidated, but they are timid about using the paddle shifters on these cars. And it's something that I don't understand sometimes, but at the same time, it is, new to some people. And so I wanted to put this video together to kind of explain, that it's not something that you need to be intimidated by or scared of trying. You should definitely do what I just showed you and try it out and get familiar with it and learn it. And once you do that, I feel like you're going to see a whole new way to have fun in your beautiful C7 Z06. And so that's going to wrap it up. If you love this video, make sure and give me a big thumbs up. By the way, we have reached 8,000 community members, and I am so excited. This channel is growing so amazingly. If you are a part of that, thank you so much for all of your support. If you have not joined yet, make sure to smash that red subscribe and the bell notification so that you're notified when my new content comes out. And with all that being said, I hope each and every one of you have a wonderful rest of your week, and I'll see you out on the road.